Hey folks, Spencer, welcome back to another Poem Masters video. And today I thought we'd talk about something interesting. So it's almost the end of the year, and I thought we'd just kind of go over all the sync pairs and trainers and characters that are in the game at the moment, and which ones really aren't, and see which generation has, I guess, more characters, which gen has, really needs to catch up, because recently we've been getting a lot of Unova, Gen 5 characters, right? And this month, right, November, we've gotten Alder, right? Nate, Bianca, ton of Gen 5 characters. Last month we have, just got Halloween, Hilbert, all that stuff. And next month we're getting N. We're getting a Holiday Skyla, then 6 REX for Iris. So we've been getting a lot of those. So I've just been wondering, well, so far, which generation has, the most units in the game, and which one, that still, we still need a lot of, more characters from, right? So, let's take a look. So this is not all the characters, but this is most of the major characters, right? On the list. We're not going to talk about Gen 8 because there's only one Gen 8 character in the game right now. Well, it's not like in it yet. I mean, well, the files are in, but it hasn't been like in yet. But we know it's coming. So just Gen 1 to 7. So starting from Gen 1, right? Let me actually just like move all the Gen 1 characters up a bit, right? So I could so it's easier to move, right? So Gen 1, we have a decent amount, right? Koga's in, Lieutenant Surge is in. I think we have all the gym leaders in Gen 1 so far. Misty, Brock. The Let's Go characters, well, not Gen 1, just Kanto characters, right? The Let's Go characters are not in yet. And this tier list specifically doesn't have green either, so I guess we'll just add green into the not in Kanto yet list, right? But as for like most of the other ones, Kanto / Gen 1, I guess, whatever. We're gonna count Janine as Johto, sort of, even though I mean she lives in Kanto. But yeah, got all the Elite Four. We got Champion in there. We got both Jesse and James in there as well, right? And we got Giovanni in there as well. So basically, that's most of the Gen 1 characters. There's a few more down here. Professor Oak, we got him as well, right? I think that's the only other professor in the game outside of Kukui. And we also have where is he? Where's Bill? There's Bill, and Bill's not in the game yet. And Celia, also not in the game. I don't think Celia's like that big of a character though. For those who can't remember, he's the Sevi Island guy, the Bill's friend, the storage dude, right? So you could transfer between Ruby Sapphire, that stuff. So we got most of the Kanto characters in the game, right? The thing about the Kanto characters is that Kanto has a very, very small cast. Kanto doesn't really have too many characters in total, so it's relatively easy to get all the Kanto characters in the game. And we do have them all in the game, right? And we need them all in the game so we get the, Champion Stadium even started, right? We need at least all the Elite Four and Champion in there, right? Which we do have. So we really got most Kanto in the game. And again, just a few fringe characters, Bill, and I guess the Let's Go characters, right, that aren't there yet. But we do have most of them, right? So moving on to Johto. Johto, we have Janine, Ethan, Chris, Lyra, Silver, got all the pro tags. We don't have Falconer, right? We have Bugsy, we have Whitney, we have Morty, we do not have Chuck, we have Jasmine. I'm just gonna do it like this even though it looks weird. Price, Claire, Will, Karen. We don't have any of the Rocket admins yet, so that's gonna put a decent dent into like the Gen 2 characters. There's a lot of, again, the Rocket admins that aren't there yet. Eugene is not in the game yet, and Elm plus, is Curtis here? Or not Curtis, Kurt. Kurt's here, that's Gen 5 guy. I don't have Kurt either, I guess. Those are like the main, I guess, Johto characters for the most part. Let me just see if I, yeah, I don't think I left anyone. So, for the Johto characters, we don't have like that many in comparison to Kanto, and there's quite a few that are left out. But as of the ones that are left out, like half of them are the Rocket admins, which if they are to come to the game, right, and they will come to the game. I think they were in the Poem Masters launch trailer, right? They will eventually come in the game. They might come into the game at the same time. So there's that, and then Kurt, I'm not even sure if he's going to be in the game at all. Maybe like Kurt and Shuckle or something. I don't know. Elm, Eugene. So it's like the main ones for Johto that aren't in the game are just like Elm, Eugene, Chuck, and Falconer, right? So those are the Johto ones. Moving on to Hoenn. We have Brendan. We do not have May, unfortunately. Have Wally, Roxanne, Brawley. Don't have Watson, right? Got Flannery, Noland, Winona, Tate, Liza, Wallace. Don't have one. Don't have Sydney. That's the only Hoenn Elite Four that we don't have yet in the game. Got Steven. We got none of the Magma Aqua admins / bosses. So none of these at all. We're missing a lot of Frontier heads, right? The only ones that we have so far are just Lucy and Noland. So Spencer, Brendan, Greta, Tucker, Annabelle. Don't have any of these yet. The I can't forget his name. I forgot his name. The Forest, not the Forest, the Secret Base guy, and Zinnia. And then down here, obviously, you got Professor Birch, also not in the game either. Just again, oh, there we go, Lucy as well. So as you can see, like it's kind of like 50-50 between like Hoenn characters, right? There's a lot that's in there, and there's also a lot that's not in yet. But like if you look at like the total characters, right, like it just kind of dwarfs Johto and Kanto's, right? Because Hoenn is, after Johto's, like the character amount, total amount, like starts ramping up. That's why you see the disparity over here, right? Moving into Sinnoh, the ones that are in and not: Lucas not in, Dawn in, Barry in, Rourke, why am I playing Gardenia, right? Got a decent amount of the gym leaders. Like the one that's really just not in yet is just Byron, Candace, or Candice, Falconer, and basically none of the Elite Four are in except for Flint. Flint's the only one in. Look at Flint sitting there with his buddy. Cynthia, none of the Galactic admins are in yet. We do have Cyrus, however, right? Unlike, Gen 3. Gen 3, we don't have any of them in. Palmer, we got Thornton. I'll put him, like, not playable yet. So let's put him down there. Duroc. Bit of a weird situation for him. We have Cheryl, right? So, like, of all these, like, multi-battle partners, we actually do, like, have half of them in, sort of, right? Buck, Riley, not in there yet, right? Also, Rowan, also not in the game. And let's see, am I missing out on anyone? I guess these two as well, right? Looker. So yeah, I think that's all the Gen 4 characters. So Gen 4 characters, we actually like, or Sinnoh, right? I use the terms interchangeably, even though I shouldn't, but you get the deal. So we actually don't have that many Sinnoh characters that are in the game yet, right? A lot of them are still out. It's not like, it's not like a lot of these are like minor characters. Like you got Lucas, who's like literally the pro tag. You got a gym leader still out. Got 3 Elite Four still out. 3 admins out. 4 Battle Frontier people out. 2 or 3 partners out. The professor's out, and then 1 villain and 1. I don't even want to categorize him as Gen 4. I mean, he's sort of like first introduced himself in Platinum. Looker's kind of weird. We'll just put him in Gen 4, I guess. But yeah, you definitely have more not in the game than are in the game, right? Which you don't really see with the previous gens, right? So there's that. Anyways, moving on to Unova. This is the one where we have a lot of in, but as we, actually kind of sort of see, there are also a lot not in the game, right? Hugh's not in the game. All three of these, the waiters aren't in the game. But again, we do have a lot of that are in the game as well, right? We got a lot of Unova love in this game. But I do think a lot of that does stem from the fact that Unova just has like a lot of characters overall, right? Unova has like the most characters. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention, was talking too much there. Marshall, Grimsley, got all the Elite Four in, right? Got both champions in. Zinzelin's not in. He's coming soon. Getsis. These two aren't in. Benga's not in. Gen 5 does also have like some really like minor characters. Like stuff like Yancey and Curtis, right? Sorta. I'm gonna categorize Burnett as Gen 7, even though she wasn't like the Dream Raider, but she's much more prominent in Gen 7. Juniper, both of them, both Junipers. So yeah, there's a lot of Gen 5 that's already in the game, right? But again, on the flip side, there's also a lot of Gen 5 characters that are not in the game. So yeah, both on that end, in terms of that are in and that are not, right? So that's definitely interesting. So moving on to what is the next one? Gen 6, right? Gen 6 is the one that there really isn't. Like it's one of the, I guess, more shafted ones. Kalos, right? I think we got a decent amount of gym leaders in. There's really just one, which is Olympia. That's not in there yet. Wolfric, Wickstrom, but on the other hand, Kalos doesn't really have that many characters overall in general either. It's more than the first few gens. But in terms of important characters, there's a lot of whoops, see bad. There's a lot of there's so many Team Flare people, right? To start. And then you also have these girls who really aren't major in any way at all. Cena, Dexio, right? Emma, I guess, also. Let's see. Anyone down here? I'm not gonna put her in there. I don't think she's gonna. Oh, Fennel. Where's Fennel? Oops. There you go. So I guess we could put her in here too. So Gen 6 really has a huge chunk of characters, or a huge cast of characters that are just not in the game yet. So that's definitely something to think about, right? Moving on to Gen, look, it's only one row. How many are in row? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's, and then in comparison, there's so many more. In terms of Alola, got none of the pro tags, neither of the pro tags, right? We do have the whole family in there. There's a lot of trial captains, Kunas and all that, not in yet, right? Rip Mallow, by the way. 1 year anniversary of Mallow being in the game, but not. All right. Moline we got recently, so that's a nice one. These two, Faba, Luzamine, none of these guys, right? Here as well. And I think those are just the major ones, right? Oh, well, oops, forgot about Burnett. So yeah, that's basically all we got here, right? If we just look at the sheer numbers, let me see, how many was in a row again? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 in a row. So in terms of pure numbers, right? Let's see. Kanto has 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kanto has 18. Johto has Colin. Johto has 13 only in comparison. Hoenn has 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Hoenn has 18 as well. Sinnoh has, let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Sinnoh has 15, relatively low as well, right? Unova has, let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Got 20 over there. Kalos has... Is this even like a full row? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it is. It's 11. Right. Got 11 over here. And then Alola we have 12, 13, 14, 15. So we got 15 for Alola. Let me just double check just in case I got any of these wrong. These are not in. Those are correct. These are, yep. Seems like damn, there's a lot of relatively minor characters in Kalos, eh? Unfortunately. I really wish we got that third game for Kalos, unfortunately. Let's see. Yep, seems like I got most. For those of you wondering, N was sort of confirmed yesterday in an announcement in their post on Twitter, right? It's not like confirmed, but like there's like a picture of like N's throne, and then says, "Oh, surprise, Sync Pair is coming," on the 20th or something, right? So yeah, I think we're good here in terms of the unit. So by quite decent amount, right? Unova definitely has the most, right? At 20 characters in the game, and then Hoenn tied with Kanto at 18, and then Sinnoh tied with Alola at 15, and then Johto at 13, and then the Kalos the least at 11. But when we look at like total, right? If we look at like total that are in the game, let's say like the total, and we're gonna just look at like how proportionate they are, right? So total over here, Kanto 18, 23. So total is for Kanto is 23. For Johto, it's, let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. For Johto, we got 22 over here. For Hoenn, we have 18, right? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. That's a huge jump from Kanto and Johto, right? Johto actually has like one less. Sinnoh, on the other hand, 15. Let's see, that's 26. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Also a decent amount, right? More in line with how much Hoenn has. Unova, how many did we start with? 20, right? 20, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37 over here, right? So we got 37 with, where is it? Whoops, no, 37 with Unova, right? And then Kalos, that's at 11. Let's see. Kalos, we have, oh my goodness, 33, 34. Also a decent amount. And then Alola, we have down here 15 plus, so that's 15, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, only 30. So if we're looking at these like proportionally, right? Let's run the numbers. So 18 out of 23. 23. We got 78%. You know what? Let's also put green in there. So let's put 18 by 24. So around 75%, right? 75%. And then for Johto 13, 22, that's 59%. 59%. Hoenn 18, 35. It's gonna be a huge drop, right? 18, 35, 51%. 51. Whoops. There's a 15, 33. 45%. I guess 46%. I guess 46%. Unova 20 out of 37. 20, 37, 54%. Even though it seems like we got like a lot of Unova characters, it's only 54% of the whole cast, right? Kalos 11, 34. God, ooh, this is sad. This is sad. 32% over here. And then Alola, 15 out of 30. Well, that's 50%, right? So, all right, 50% over here. So in terms of like, as a proportion of how many like characters they have in the region in general, right? Let me just enlarge this a bit, right? We have Kanto at the most, 75%, which also, again, worth noting, Kanto has like this second lowest total amount of characters, right? Johto, a lot of Johto characters, like, you know, they covered Kantos, but we're going to separate them for the sake of just this video, right? So the highest Kanto at 75%, the second highest Johto at 59%, right? Again, it's lower total characters. And after that, we do have Unova with 54%, 54%, then Hoenn with 51%, Alola with 50%, Sinnoh with 46%, and then lowest Kalos with 32%. And that does show, you know, kind of show, right? We do have like a majority of these, you know, in the game already, like Kanto and Johto characters, right? And it does feel like sometimes, you know, quite overwhelming in terms of Unova characters, but you do have to keep in mind that Unova characters just in general have like the highest count as well, right? And like stuff like, you know, Kanto, Johto, their total count is relatively low, right? In comparison to some of the other ones. They're really like the big shaft is just Kalos, but then when like there are like a lot of Kalos characters, like if you just take them out or whatever, like they're just not extremely like relevant characters, like, you know, the girls, which I do like them, you know, Evelyn, Nita, all that stuff. Sina, Dexio, not extremely, you know, big characters. Emma, right? I can't remember her name, Viola's sister. But they do have some like pretty major ones. These three gym leaders: Malva, Diantha, obviously as well, Lysander. So yeah, it really just kind of puts things into perspective in terms of where we're at. Like, if you look at a lot of like the dupes that we've been getting, we've got what, 2 different versions. You know, for Gen 5 Signa suits, right? We got Signa suit Lisa and Signa suit Grimsley, both of those, you know, Unova characters. When we look at like seasonal units, right? We've got Rosanta, and then we got you know, Halloween Hilbert. Then now we're getting you know, Holiday Skyla, right? Got a lot of those, you know, Gen 5 or Unova characters as well. So it would be really nice in the future, you know, if we do see a bit more balance, right? A few more Kalos characters, get a few of that number up there, right? Again, Kanto is basically finished. Like, the only ones really are just like either Let's Go characters plus Bill. So a lot of those are finished. Wouldn't really expect to see too many more new Kanto characters unless they, again, just give out, variations of their outfits. Well, they did give us a new Erica because Gen 1 actually hasn't had, Gen 1 never had a seasonal yet before this month, right? So the only two that didn't have a seasonal were Gen 1 and Gen 4, and finally, Gen 1 got one. So the last one that doesn't have a seasonal yet is Gen 4. So there's that. And then, if you look at some other factors in terms of, which gens haven't gotten like a legendary event yet, right? Gen 5 hasn't gotten a legendary event yet, right? If you look at like some of the options, Getsus could be a good option for that, for like Curum or I guess Colorus with Genesect. That could also be a possibility, stuff like that. And the other ones, Gen 6 hasn't gotten one. Obviously, Lysander with the Evil Tall would be a pretty good option there as well, right? So yeah, just a quick update video in terms of like where we're at in terms of like these the characters, all that stuff from each region, which ones that we do need, quite a few of, right? Hoenn, a lot of the Frontier Brains not in, right? The villain squad not really in. For Johto, it's really just a lot of like the rocket admins not in for the most part. Those take out a huge chunk. Sinnoh is just all over the place, right? Galactic people not in. A lot of these partners not in, right? A lot of Frontier Brains not in. There's one Gym Leader not in, one Protag not in, 3 Elite Fours not in, right? So like in terms of like proportionately, like which gen has the most important characters, like really, really important characters that are out, I think Sinnoh is definitely up there, right? Because like there's a lot of very relatively important characters that are still out. So yeah, again, just a quick video. Well, it's not that quick, I guess. Just a video just going over which units are in, not in yet, right? Just a bit of perspective at where we're at and sort of what to expect, right? I would expect that we'd maybe get a few more Kalos characters in the coming months just to like even this one out. And maybe not as many Kanto or Johto characters as much. So hopefully they do kind of sort of even that out. That would be nice. But who knows? Maybe we'll get like another 5 new Unova characters next month as well. So anyways, yeah, that's me with this one. I guess I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoyed this video. So on our channel for some more Pokemon Masters. Let me know which characters you guys are looking forward to coming out. Also, shout out to Artemis because I promised them a shout out on Discord. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.